Vision 2013. Tomorrow night, Virginia will have its next governor.
The final poll from Quinnipiac University shows Terry McAuliffe leading with 46% of likely voters, Ken Cuccinelli at 40%, and Libertarian Robert Sarvis holding on to 8% of the vote. And the same poll shows the undecided voters could play a role in this election. And if you still aren't sure where the candidates stand, we're on your side. Then in your side's Nita Blanton breaks down where each candidate is on the issues that affect you.
Tom, I've spent the day making calls, researching the candidates' positions, and looking back on previous interviews that we've done with them throughout this election season. And on these three big issues, here's the information you need to know. Let's begin with the economy. Attorney General and GOP candidate Ken Cuccinelli plans to cut more than $1 billion in taxes. He also wants to get rid of the Business Professional Occupations Licensing Tax, or BPOL, which is something all three candidates agree on.
This is totally optional at the local level. If they want to keep what they have, that's fine. I just think it's important to provide some opportunities to put what I say more tools in the toolbox.
In addition to the BPOL tax, Libertarian candidate Robert Sarvis also wants to get rid of the car tax and eliminate or dramatically reduce the income tax. On to health care, McAuliffe says expanding Medicaid through the Affordable Care Act would result in huge gains for the state's economy. But Sarvis says it's only moving us further in the wrong direction, and Cuccinelli wants no part of President Obama's signature legislation.
We need to reform the Medicaid we've got, and if we go through that massive expansion, we're on the hook for all that money, hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
And as for Virginia roads,
a lot of the money goes to Richmond, and the spending choices are made by Richmond bureaucracy, and that often happens to the detriment of certain areas. And I think the Hampton Roads, the Tidewater area, is one of those areas.
Cuccinelli's campaign says those projects are needed to decrease congestion on our roads, which is critical to keeping business and commuters moving throughout the Commonwealth. And McAuliffe's camp stated that as governor, he'll work to find solutions to this problem now that the state has more transportation resources. That's just a portion of the information we've been able to gain from talking to the candidates. We want to make sure that you're an informed voter before you head to the polls, and our coverage doesn't end here. Nicole?